Hi everyone, it's Too Big to Fit In or Margaret. Today I am 5 weeks post-op. Yay! Let's talk numbers. First weigh in with the surgeon was on April 17th. I weighed in at 264. The day of surgery I was 251, and today I am 232. Now, I know most people lose more than 19 pounds, which is what I've lost so far at 5 weeks post-op, but I was at a lower BMI when I started my weight loss journey. My BMI was just barely 40. It was 40.2 according to my doctor's office. So, and I also did hit a 2-week stall the first week after surgery. So I am not complaining. 19 pounds since surgery is great to me. I will take it. It's still a loss, even though as frustrating as it can be with stalls and your body getting used to everything, it's still a loss. It's still, a little over 30 pounds since I started this journey, so I won't complain. Or not too much anyway. I wanted to talk a little bit about diets and what you're drinking and things like that. I think I previously mentioned my doctor does not have a strict post-op diet. He does for the first between 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how you're progressing, how you're doing with food. I can pretty much have anything right now with the exception of raw vegetables, and those I can start having next week. I know not every surgeon is like this. Most have a very strict diet regimen that you have to follow with, a progression of liquid, pureed, soft, up into regular food. My surgeon's a little weird, and he does not. He also has no protein requirements after those 6 weeks. He just thinks that eat your protein first, and it doesn't really matter what the number is. I have found that to not be true. If my protein is below, say, 60 for the day, 60 grams, I don't lose anything. Not a pound, not an ounce. Scale stays the same. And I don't know about you, but after having major surgery and to not lose anything, it's a little unnerving. So I've kind of done my own research, and my friend Tiana is having her surgery done at UCLA, and she was nice enough to forward me all of her booklet information. And they have a very strict program, how many carbs you can have a day, how much protein you should be getting in a day. You need to drink protein shakes, which my doctor is incredibly against. And now I don't necessarily recommend that you go against your doctor's recommendations, but again, mine has no set requirements, and I know my body needs the protein. So I drink protein shakes. I have one for breakfast because I am terrible at getting breakfast in. It's something I know we need to work on, but for right now, the protein shakes work. Now, I also took a good bit of time off of work after this surgery. I actually go back to work on Monday, and I've had maybe 6 weeks off. So I just wanted to make sure that my body would have enough time to recuperate after surgery because I didn't know how I was going to tolerate new food and all that stuff. So one of the things that has really helped me understand not only what I'm going through, but this whole process has been a book. And I want to look it up real quick. It is The Big Book of Gastric Bypass. It's also done by the same man who founded bariatricpal.com, which I am on. You're more than welcome to friend me on there. My name is RNYGal. You can also find me on MyFitnessPal. My name on MyFitnessPal, I believe, is mwarner28. And just, let me know how you found me, and I'll be more than happy to add you. I'm also on Instagram as RNYGal. So please feel free to add me. But the Big Book of gastric bypass. Covers everything from, fears you might be having, complications that you could possibly have from the surgery. It covers everything to pre-op, post-op, diet suggestions, how long you should probably be on, your liquid, your pureed, all of that. So it's really been helpful to me, especially with the 2-week stall I went through. It was very, very frustrating for me to step on the scale. And yes, I know I shouldn't step on it every day, but I do. Very frustrating to see the same number day in and day out. So that really helped me understand why I was going through a stall. The book pretty much says that when you hit a new food phase, it's kind of like a shock to your body, and your body needs some time to adjust. So apparently my body needed 2 weeks to adjust. Oh well. Another thing that I sometimes have issue with is water. Now this is my Smart Shake bottle. It does say 12 ounces, but use one of those little measuring cups you get from the hospital after you go home, and it's 1 ounce. And so this is 12 ounces right over here. I know you can't really see it, but I fill it up all the way up to here, and that's an extra 3 ounces. So this holds 15 ounces. And what I like about this bottle is it also has a bottom part that twists off in the morning if I'm running out, or Rowan has an appointment, or I have an appointment or something, and I don't have time to take my vitamins before I leave. I throw them into the container, and it just twists back on the bottom. So I use this a lot. I believe it's 4 of these a day. I have other water bottles that are bigger, but for me, this works perfectly because, I don't know, I just, if I have more than 15 ounces of water with me at one time, I just don't drink it as fast as I would, say, 15 ounces. And if I run out of water while I'm out with this, I just stop and pick up another one. Another thing is, I know a lot of people get bored with their protein shakes. Starting to get bored with just the chocolate Premier Protein one that I've been drinking. So I'm going to show you another book that I picked up. This one I actually picked up in paperback because I like to doodle in it. I like to write down what I like, what I don't like. And this has really helped. This is called The Bariatric Foodie Guide to Perfect Protein Shakes. This has been a really great book, and it's by Nikki Massey. She also has a website with some bariatric friendly recipes. Now, doesn't really matter if you did gastric bypass or if you did the sleeve. This will work for you. Her website is bariatricfoodie.com. And I wanted to point out that with the big book of gastric bypass, there is also one for the sleeve. I believe it's called the Big Book of Sleeve Gastrectomy. Don't quote me on that, but you just Google it or go on Amazon and look for it. It's right on there. I actually did the ebook version for the Big Book of Gastric Bypass, just easier for me. So I really enjoy both of those books. And even I'll give you an example for a recipe out of the protein shake book. There's a strawberry cheesecake protein shake, and I haven't tried it yet, but I can't wait to try it because it looks absolutely delicious. And if I can actually enjoy some protein shakes, that would be wonderful. Instead of just having them plain, I can make my own. Alright, so the strawberry cheesecake. And you can make these any way you want. Nikki gives you tips on how to make them like a milkshake consistency. You can make it into a frozen treat, like popsicles. You can make it into ice cream if you have an ice cream maker. And so the cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake, it's 8 ounces of milk, 1 scoop strawberry protein powder, 1 tablespoon sugar-free, fat-free cheesecake pudding mix, sugar-free vanilla syrup, lemon juice, and no calorie sweetener. So that's this book. Lots of recipes. So if you're getting bored with your